Yes, hello. Welcome to the Ferenjis tour. I'll be your guide throughout this adventure. Either that or it'll be Andrew. We'll see. And turns out it's me. I'm Jason, and I'm going to take you through this year with the Ferenjis because it's been a wild one, and we've been loving it, and we appreciate all your support. We wanted to show you guys a little behind the scenes of us just goofing around and just playing some cool music. So, I'm Jason, and I play drums, bass, and sing in the band.
Howdy. My name's Trevor, and I play guitar and do a little singing.
My name's Andrew. I play keys.
And I'm Peter. I play bass and also drums, and I sing some.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so hold on.
I'd like to apologize, everybody.
I'm feeling like this was the very first Taproot show, right?
And to
like,
God himself.
Was it January 2nd? We kicked the year right off.
But yeah, no, so it's the first Wednesday I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
Which, first Wednesday, if I'm describing it right, is just downtown being like, yo, it's the first Wednesday month. We had like a little bit more hubbub going on.
In the summer, normally.
I was gonna say, it's...
Because we played outside in a number of those, in the alley.
I guess that's true. We started that in the summer. This was kind of towards the tail end when we were doing them, but... Yeah, Pete did it.
Oh, there we go.
Pete does have strong drummer faces, folks. Like, if you have not witnessed those drummer faces, come to a show.
In none of them are my eyes open.
Generally
Sleepy
speaking,
Pete?
yeah.
Sleepy Pete is tired.
Wizard needs food badly.
Oh
no,
that's
right.
God.
Oh,
some of this is gonna hurt.
It is.
That's before I even got like my new board too. That's like in my
We'll talk about that in a moment.
Coming up.
Next one is Lucky's.
Lucky's.
Oh boy.
Lucky's was one of the last clubs that we had to play when Trev was underage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Their particular policy.
Gotta be outside.
In the rain.
Yeah.
All minors outside.
They did not have an OLCC approved area for minors to chill. So like playing there, they got a good stage. I think we're set up to play there again coming up soon here.
That'll be nice.
A couple months.
Because what time did we get on stage? Like midnight?
That's the thing. This was at midnight.
So we just stood out in the rain for like an hour and a half.
We got an Airbnb for this show because we didn't want to play that show drive back from Eugene. I mean, we could have done worse.
That's got to be my favorite Airbnb. Just
was
for
that the
decor.
Lucky Pineapple or something?
Something or other Mystic Pineapple? No, that was movie of Champagne.
Something pineapples. Pineapples are in my head.
But there's pineapples all over the place. Pineapple designs on things all over the place, not just like pineapples.
Oh, GoPro footy.
Yeah, a little bit of it.
My guitar, my amp.
That bass.
Oh,
bass has my actual blood in it.
That's huge amp.
And that. We were rocking too hard. Anyway, so after that,
I was playing drums. I take four.
All right, we're here at Western Oregon University for round one of our recording sessions for our upcoming album. Shh, what? It's gonna be great. We're here for 10 hours. Might get a little intense. Let's find out. Stay tuned. New album!
Trying to record at Woo.
yeah.
Trying to record at Woo. We got hooked up with the studio there. And we were going to work with the tech that we really like. Shout out Ethan Wilson. That cat rules.
Of, I believe,
Jimmy Wilson
and
yeah.
DTW at times.
Sometimes DTW.
Slash
did some
members.
percussion work with them.
And yeah, no, I had this little idea for the story to do a little concept where I, just kind of, like I'm documenting the recording process. This sniff.
By the way, folks, comfortable clothes are a necessity when recording.
That sniff and reaction, by the way, was real. I wasn't expecting, but the concept being, I act like I'm just kind of documenting it, and slowly as the videos go on, I start to, lose my sanity.
So much fun though, like
was
from
a
what
good
we had
time.
come from, like all we'd been doing up until this point was just like playing songs in small bars. And we're like, hey, we're gonna try and actually cut a record.
Now, is this an 8 or 10 hour day?
10.
This was a 10.
This was 10.
This was a solid 10.
Nice Sunday, and then I had to drive back to Portland from Monmouth.
God.
You can see my beard getting longer just throughout. This is good footage.
I liked how that room sounded.
We recorded, drum and bass for Appreciate, Where You At, and what else? I think there was a third. Wasn't there?
Maybe B-side?
Maybe.
I can't remember what else we tracked.
I think it was like B-side and then we wanted to bring it back if we had time, but we didn't. Or switch those two.
Maybe it was Bring It Back.
Hey, strike that, reverse it.
I think it was Bring It Back.
Yeah.
I remember
sounds
playing
about
that D da da da. I remember hearing that a lot.
You know what? Yeah.
Yep.
I think you're
right.
right.
Yep. Oh.
We remembered a thing we did.
Yeah.
One couplet part that you had in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, and it totally tripped Ethan out. He was like, "Yeah, what is that?" And I was like, it's the thing that I've been doing.
Oh look.
I feel like this is literally the like in the.
This wasn't so much acting.
Yeah, this was when it was like, no, this is real.
I look like if Tom Hardy was playing a longshoreman. I was pretty happy about that one.
That was good. That was a good choice.
Melting my face off over there with the
8 hours now. I'm
Did we do vocal takes that day?
We tried to.
That's right. Yeah. In that tiny little wedge of the vocal
the
booth.
rest of the camp using.
It's a smooth transition.
I like the last one. No.
We had fun.
I'm proud of that.
We had a lot of
I'm
fun.
proud of that stuff.
As Venties, we played with Aaron Westfall actually.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Ethan, they're playing drums.
And we mentioned acting captain earlier. I
And
believe
there's
Sean
yours
McLeod's
from
on there. Playing guitar.
Aaron Westfall, really, really dope crew.
Shout out at Aaron Westfall, I think probably on Twitter and Instagram. Maybe
For
Twitter.
sure, yeah.
I don't know about Twitter. Who's on Twitter?
You can also find a record
We're on
at
Twitter.
Ranch Records.
That's true, we are.
Oh, Mike and Laura.
Yeah.
Those guys are OG supporters. We're playing their wedding next year.
Yeah, I'm really excited about
Yeah,
that.
right?
It's gonna be awesome.
This is our first time on this Venties stage.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is our first time at Venties
Well,
as
this
well.
was. I mean, Venties had just recently been expanded too.
Recently-ish. It's been
Recently-ish,
for longer than I
yeah.
realized.
The wooden pedal board too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Handmade. You can watch Jason make that on another video on our channel.
Yeah.
Just scroll till you see it.
There we go. There's Taproot number 2.
Yep.
Is that it?
I play drums.
That's
That's a good hat, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good hat.
Polar Vortex.
There you go. Okay, so for this show, we were heading down to Hood River to play River City Saloon, and this was a show that we played, one of a series of shows we played during that time with a guy named Paul Childers, who, if you are not already following him or listening to his music, you should go listen. He's super good. The way we found this guy. Now he's from. Oh gosh, don't forgive me, Paul, if I forget this. But what state is he actually? He's not from North Carolina.
It was Nashville.
Nashville. Okay, so why would I should just default to Nashville. We got out of Nashville, but my wife and I were a few months before this show visiting my mom's side of the family, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc., in North Carolina. And one day, as we were wandering downtown Apex, found a poster for a music festival that was happening the next day, which we happened to have free. So, went to the music festival, super cool. If you live in the area, check out the Apex Music Festival. And one of the shows we saw later in the evening was Paul Childers. And my wife and I were watching the show and are struck with the same thought and tell each other later, almost at the same time, that we should find a way to get him out here. We went to talk to him at his merch table afterwards, and he was like super excited at the very prospect. Like, and he was like down for it immediately. We had him out here, played a series of shows. This is the first one.
I think this is the next day getting ready before the space.
But we were rehearsing. We did a, as you'll find out, a show on Valentine's Day, which we'll tell you more about in a little bit. But this is us practicing for it.
So the day that we had a show at the space, we were rehearsing for our next show at the space.
Yeah.
We're adults.
You most likely can find our set at the space on the Space's Facebook page, where they post a lot of their shows live. So you guys can always check out if you can't make it out to any of this.
If you didn't think Pete played enough instruments, he also plays horn.
He sure does.
Which it turns out that and drums at the same time. Thought I could do it. Can't do it. Yet.
Both mine.
Practice, baby.
This show was really fun.
So yeah, here we are at the space.
This show was
Good
really
time.
fun. I love that.
Oh, that was a good cut.
And then
Oh yeah. Next
We
one.
went back.
We went back to the space.
Can you pause it for a second?
fat
This is one of my favorite moments. We were walking in. It's a vegan club, and we're walking in for breakfast.
Oh,
in the
that's
morning,
right.
And suddenly Paul goes, "Wait, this is a vegan club, right?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "So what do they cook the food with?"
Bear in mind, from Nashville.
And we're like, "What?"
That's the South.
And he
if you
goes,
didn't know.
"We cook everything in bacon grease. What's their bacon grease?" And we're like,
Coconut
"Oh my God,
oil, first of all.
Probably
I don't
coconut
know.
oil.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
So I think he stuck with a waffle that morning. And then...
Well, the next show.
So we're heading to McMiniman's White Eagle, which is in North Portland.
Which we had played before.
And who,
Yes.
allow me to preface this, are great. And we love playing.
Love them.
Yes.
And we hope to continue playing.
And handled the next thing we're about to, like, disclaimer, they handled it amazingly.
Yes.
But our frustration is probably about to come through.
So we pull up. There's another band that was playing before because they tend to like book a bunch of different stuff throughout the day. So
It was
we're
a Sunday, right? They did a
Yeah,
double. They had a
Sunday.
matinee bill, and then
Yeah.
we had the evening.
So I think we were in there, parked. We went in there, sat down, and got like wristbands or tickets or whatever, and then
It was
we
like
were in
25 minutes.
yeah, and then we had this realization. We're like, oh, you broke a string the other night. We need to go restring your guitar.
Alright, so I go out to go get the truck, which we just parked a block away. Same place that we parked the last time, a couple times, I think, that we played there. Just the next block over. Like I said, like you said, about 20, 25 minutes. And I go and I get in the truck, I approach it from the front. I just get right into the driver's seat, turn it on, pull it into the parking lot. Midman's to unload.
And I go out there.
Yeah, I go
and
around the back.
We both see it at the same time.
Yeah, and it's weird how like slow it processed in my head because I looked at it and I'm like, that's really not how my back tailgate glass is supposed to look. They're supposed to be glass. There's not though, and the side wind this is less full than it was when hey, no! And like I legit I ran back to where it was parked, like sprinted back and was like looking and like yelling, hey! Like I don't know what I expect. Like come fight me for my things, engage in manly combat.
Sorry.
I don't know, like what do you?
Falling on my knees, yelling like Charlton Heston at the end of Planet of the Apes, but eventually came back and the more level-headed people were able to
Well, I'm not
collect
sure if I
themselves.
was level-headed either because after you did that, I was like, well, maybe I'll have better luck, and I ran the paper.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't look hard enough.
Anyhow,
They're in that alley.
the
That's the
long,
thing. I'm like,
Get
maybe
'em!
they came back. Maybe they're looking at the other vans or something. Like,
the
I
long
don't.
and the short of it is, in 25 minutes,
Or less.
all of our gear, like $7,000 worth of gear, just
All
got
the expensive
smashed
stuff.
and grabbed out of the back of our car.
And
They
so we
left the
start
cheap
here.
stuff.
His
we
guitar,
have,
his
like,
pedal board that I just built, all his pedals, my bass, my pedal board with all my pedals and pedals board that I built.
Our merch,
All of
for
our
whatever
merch.
reason.
the Juno DS that I'd waited
Is-
my whole life to buy.
Yes, and then all of my drum hardware, but not my drums. Trevor was using my guitar amp at the time, so that also got taken. And your amp.
Yeah, the amp that Aldo had given me, that amp had like kind of serious history with the scene. It was an amp that had been passed around from like needy musician to needy musician, and it was my job to give it to the next dude. And some asshole.
Well, I
took
guess
it.
technically it went to the next dude, but
But it wasn't my next dude.
From needy musician to seedy musician, am I right?
So anyhow, God bless. So we were out with, was that Groove members?
well, the thing is too, we were the ones
Yeah.
backlining the show.
We were supposed to backline, which means it was supposed to be our drum set, so thankfully it got left. But it was supposed to be our bass amp.
Our bass amp, guitar amp, and
Didn't they
various
leave the bass amp?
things. What?
Didn't they leave the bass amp? The bass amp
No,
didn't
you're
take
right,
it.
not the bass amp. Sorry.
Did they
Well,
not
guitar
steal the
amp.
Rumble?
Guitar amp.
No, they
Of
did.
all the things to not steal, that
It's
thing,
so
I
light.
can throw it over my shoulder with one hand, like
We were able to make the show happen, but
because of the grace of DTW. Like,
Yes.
those guys came through in
They
a
provided
huge way.
a lot of gear. I think their guitar.
But like, I'm pretty sure.
But no, we
like,
used all their
Bass.
keyboards, guitars, and bass and drums.
do we have actual footage from this? Because just look at our faces, you can tell. You can just tell like it's not our gear, it's not our sound.
That's like the only time I've ever played a telly. So.
Everything we loved was gone.
Yeah, it
and
was
like
my first
we had to play
bit.
what, like an hour and a half
Everything we loved
later.
was
Yeah.
It's Paul again, and he just gets up there with just him and the guitar. I love that, and he still maintains the energy of a full band.
So
It's a
good.
percussive enough style too. We were
I'd
able
say,
to.
but what percussive enough to like it brings out like
Yeah.
all sorts of.
I don't.
Anyway.
I don't think I mentioned this
Aw.
yet, but we were able to.
Had to get up and dance with my wife.
We were able to spend some time while he was there, kind of picking his brain as a career musician, because that's what he. We all have other jobs, because we have to,
For the moment.
at this point in time. But
Yes.
this is all he does, and so this is all he does. No, this is the only. He just is a musician, and that's his living. And we were able to pick his brain on a lot of,
Really
tips,
helpful, dude, 'cause
tricks,
we had, like,
input.
We had
how to do
just
that.
recently filed as an LLC, and we're really still treading some unknown waters. We're still treading some unknown waters. But he was really helpful in putting some really fundamental pieces in place for us. So yeah, like, check that dude out. Super quality follow on social media, and just a really, really talented musician. And we saw him earlier practicing with us for this gig.
Oh, well, before that,
Oh, you guys
because I really want to thank everybody who's watching this, even
Oh my God,
regardless
yeah.
of if you actually contribute this or not. But the next day, somebody recommended that we should really try to do a GoFundMe for
because
at least part of it.
But the cool thing was, the insurance for your vehicle insurance covered the gear,
Yes.
which was incredible. All we had to pay was the deductible, and so we decided to GoFundMe for the deductible payment. And, like, you know, what was it?
1,000.
I think it was 1,500.
Well, no. So it was 1,500 because also like your actual truck, not just the gear.
Yeah, for the glass replacement.
Because the
Shit.
truck is how we get everything around. So we need the canopy back. We needed to be able to lock things. So we could
And
actually.
we were like, okay, you know, we'll put this out. Maybe a week or so from now, maybe we'll get the money that we need.
Or at least like a portion. Like I don't know. Who,
3 hours.
Maybe a day, maybe half a day.
yeah,
Like
3 hours. You guys stepped
hours. This
I
community
cannot-
stepped up.
up. I cannot thank you enough. Like I appreciate that so much. Like we all appreciate that, of course.
That was a moment too that was like, oh damn, like Salem loves us and we love Salem.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And we were able to, with that and the insurance, to cover, that will, replace, hardware-wise, if not sentimentally, everything that was lost, plus some, I think, a little
Get
bit.
the instruments you now see us playing.
Again, thank you. Going on to the jazz.
Here we are at the space once again with Paul Childers, I believe?
And
No.
I think, yeah, this is us having to play on...
So you still had a few guitars.
is that the Williams, though?
Yeah, that's your Williams.
Oh my god, I had to take the Williams.
I think
Lake
didn't
Road
you
too.
have to borrow that from your mother-in-law actually to like?
Yeah,
bring
that's
it
right,
up?
because I had given it to Leslie, and then she had to get it back from Medford so that I could play that gig.
Yeah.
The show must go on, folks.
Yep.
The show must go on.
We haven't, because like you were supposed to use my friend's bass, and we couldn't get it to work, so
No,
we
I
had
was-
to borrow stands.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. No, we went through a lot of bases. Well, I think I had an old junky one that I just like kind of put together. Realized that it sounded awful, so then we were borrowing your friends, and then that one wasn't working either, and borrowed stands, and then that one.
Oh my god, that's
the whole
right.
thing.
So then
So
we
glad to
finally,
have my own bass.
we finally got the insurance payout.
And speaking of replacing gear, we got to go shopping, which is fun, for us.
This was a fun day.
This is how we have fun.
Yeah.
But just kind of hitting a couple different shops around Portland.
Shout out Old Town Music.
Hey,
Such
Where
a
I ended up
dope
getting my
spot.
bass.
I'm saying at every place we went, it was A, look for new gear. B, ask the people there if anybody shady tried to sell them our gear. They hadn't, but
And it was really cool. Like, that was the other thing, that there were a couple spots in Portland that were like, oh, you guys are the Ferenjis. We heard about the theft.
Right, they don't.
And
Yeah.
we're like, whoa,
Like,
we
word
haven't
had
been
already
already
spread. Oh no, why does the neon cockatoo cut out from the videos?
I don't know. I didn't post the
That
story.
was my story. I was still learning stories.
And
Oh, that's
there's
the old
new
practice
gear.
space.
And this
Holy
is,
cow.
yeah, the
Oh,
old
that's the other
garage.
thing in the garage. We used
That
to
spot was
practice.
formative.
Yep.
Retrospect,
Yeah, so-
I'm glad I don't try and sit on a couch while practicing anymore. That was not effective.
We learned.
I didn't have a strap yet at that point, I think. And so
Yeah.
it was like, I gotta sit.
posture either.
No, it's not. As clearly you see me.
Anyhow, once again, folks, thank you. Like, it was because of you guys that we were able to have this gear.
Yeah. Breaking it in.
Oh, I didn't even have mine yet.
Not
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I'm just rocking the
So
max.
slightly limited practice.
That's the other thing. They didn't take the two
Because I had already
synthesizers.
taken them in.
Oh, that's
I had
right.
already taken
Oh, I
those
forgot
two
about that.
in.
And here we are hitting up Victory Club. We are.
Got to go on Freddie's radio show.
Yeah.
Love Freddie.
Was
Shout
that-
out, what's his segment called? The Upbeat Radio Hour or something
Yep.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie Ruiz has a on
KMUZ.
KMUZ, thank you, which is, I'm forgetting the numbers, but he
88.5.
88.5 KMUZ here in Salem, the upbeat radio, the funk-focused hour of radio that we've gotten to be on, I think, a couple times now.
So this is the first instance. Yeah.
We met for tacos earlier at Victory Club beforehand.
Because Freddie knows how to treat his guests.
Right. And then we mostly just got to hang out and play our songs for the good people of the radio and chat a bit. And then when the commercials were on or the other music was playing and we weren't doing anything else, we just hang.
Yeah,
super
on the
fun
radio
host.
station, which is great, chill vibe.
I will say too, if you want to see a few of those videos, I think he has 2 of our songs posted. You just go to. Actually, I mean, I'm sure if you type in the Ferenjis into your search bar on Facebook, it'll just go to videos.
Hey Freddie, have we plugged you enough? Can we come back on the radio
Hey
show?
Freddie, can we come back? Vagabond in March 2nd, Saturday. You had your keyboard at that point.
I think that was the first show I played on that new board.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you finally got your keyboard, and I think too that was also the first night that you had your new amp as well.
Oh, that's right, the 400.
Yeah.
That amp process, that was a minute to get through.
Yeah, it was.
So what is this? What am I looking at here?
So, played Vagabond, and then the next day, the third Sunday, we went for a round 2 of recording with Ethan.
That's right. This is
Back at Woo.
This is apparently shortly after I discovered that you can add GIFs to stories,
Yep, and whoa!
and I became a 13-year-old.
Remember when you discovered
Immediately.
word art for the first time?
Yeah. So I mean, at that point, we were already like tracked like those couple songs, but we just, I don't know. I think we just weren't feeling how it sounded with us recording everything separately, and so we're like, well, let's play it in the room so we can actually get like
Do it live!
We'll do it live! Get our vibe together, and be in the room together, and then we can layer stuff on top of that, of course. I think we got all set up, which took an hour or so, and then we tried taking. I think we're just doing "Where Are You At?"
Yeah, I think so. That.
I think we did 6 takes, and every one the computer crashed.
It's likely that somehow it got some malware on it or something. I don't want to make it sound like we're trashing, the equipment over there.
No, there were some bad kids at my school that would download illegal VSTs.
kids. You
kids.
Get off a LimeWire.
Let's pack up. We're done.
This might not be productive.
So it was a planned 10-hour day. I think we put in 3.
Yeah. I think it's 3 or 4. Still paid the good.
But use the time to have a meeting afterwards, so it wasn't a total
At
loss.
that point, I think it was strategizing.
That was tour planning.
Yep.
That was tour planning.
So
Sometimes we were trying to.
Another Taproot.
Yeah.
Love Taproot. Taproot loves
That's all we
us.
got. We have a lot of footage from Taproot because we have been to Taproot a lot, and I love it.
Taproot's just always been really supportive of us. Like, even when we were Cooper Wellington, and then when we DJ'd, like, Taproot was always really chill about us being there.
Had another first Wednesday. It was just, they're always good to us. We like playing there.
Love Taproot.
Yeah.
Here we are. It was not Taproot. It's the Hacienda.
What day was that? So that was Saturday the 9th. I don't know. I just thought we had a story, so I just figured we set up a bank account.
I'm looking at the. It's written on the screen. And then
Let me take a photo shoot. Got this cool gift.
all black, everything.
This show was
That was a
fun.
lot of fun. These
Yeah,
guys.
so
Hotel Oregon.
Hotel Oregon out in McMinnville.
McMinimans love you.
And that was
Yeah.
Maknae playing at the McMinnville McMinimans.
And
I dare you to say that out loud.
Peter's playing with them.
Yeah, they didn't have a
Had a few
drummer
songs.
initially. They actually never played a show. I think before
That was our
this
first show.
evening.
Yeah.
So they hadn't really had a need for a drummer.
yeah, we got into college with a couple of those cats.
Yes, Jesse.
Pretty decent crowd.
Our shows are always good when the cops show up.
Oh yeah, and they got a little
Rock and
rowdy.
roll.
We all kind of got a little sidetracked because
Right.
the guy was so drunk he just like fell back into the curtains and then just disappeared.
I lost a step at that point. I lost a little bit. Like,
yeah.
okay, we're good. Oh, yeah, it's fine.
It was something.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rowdy. McMinimans, you get rowdy.
That was a weirdly rowdy show.
Yeah, that's good. I enjoyed it.
For one where people are sitting at tables, especially. It's,
Also, from this day forward, there's
Oh, boy.
one set of drumsticks in every single one of our cars.
Oh
yeah,
my
we
God.
got there. We couldn't find the drumsticks. They somehow got left behind. I mean, we all 4 didn't put them in the car, so we searched and were asking at the counter. Do you guys have, I don't know, drumsticks for some reason? I don't know why you would do
I
it.
mean, we
No,
asked the
didn't.
opening band, but I mean,
I was their
That was
drummer.
their drummer.
And then realized.
And then
so,
none of the local music shops were open.
Yeah.
None of the people like I don't know.
but somebody recommended one across the street. It was like a lesson studio or
Yeah,
something.
lesson
was across
studio,
the
that's what
street
it was,
That
yeah.
I don't think was technically open, but somebody, it wasn't me. I don't think went across and knocked on
Who
their
went
door.
over?
Did I go?
Was
over?
that
It was probably one of the girls.
Yeah.
Went over there, knocked on their door, and like, yeah, they were willing to lend us a pair of drumsticks.
And at the
That
end
we
of the night,
used.
in one of the last songs, they broke.
Oh,
Really
one of them
bad.
did. We returned it along with some money
Yeah.
at the end of the evening.
That
I
five
think
their
that-
mail
I'm
slot.
pretty sure that was the first check I ever wrote with our bank account.
Yeah.
Stick replacement. There
Which
you go.
is that's vintage us.
Yep, that sounds about right. What's next?
No, I could.
Big Legrowski.
Ah, that show was
Oh yeah, I
fun.
should know by the sweater.
That's cool.
That show was fun.
Yeah.
And lasers.
We played this with the Groove Members, which is a offshoot of DTW. Yeah, we played this show. It's, if you haven't been out to the Big Lebowski, it's exactly what it sounds like with the sweater on the wall. It's Big Lebowski themed, and it's a really it's chill place. They got the rug up on all the walls, and it, in addition to really tying the room together, man, it's a good sound dampener. I kind of like it.
I really need to see the movie.
Ooh, I like this shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool.
Those lasers are
Lasers.
so
I want that as a
cool.
GIF. No, this is a good show. We're heading back out to the Growlski before too long here. I think we've got Chromatic Colors with us on that one, if I remember right.
That's
And
a big deal.
shoot, who else is playing that? There's somebody else.
The
on
Arbor?
before. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's Year of the Brother. Not
Oh.
Chromatic Colors. It's Year of the Brother in the Arbor.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Which the Year of the Brother.
Yeah, we'll get to that. They're good. Yep. And
Ethan again there in the back.
There's the Groove Members. We tagged DTW because I don't know if the Groove Members have a.
Yeah, I don't think they have their own social.
Count.
But I mean, it is, DTW's just a little portion of it.
DTW Light.
Yeah.
Oh, Butter.
He is back at the space.
Oh, I love Butter.
Want the
Tuesday night at the
shorts.
space, and yeah.
Call me Paul and Dean because I'm all about butter.
Later.
Butter.
If you don't know Butter, check out Butter.
And then,
And Rosie Tucker.
yep, Rosie Tucker.
Yeah. I for some reason
She
I forgot about it.
crushes.
This is a really
That
good
band
show.
was actually really good.
Yeah, that was a good night.
That was super fun.
Yeah, I mean, on all of these like story posts, I'm glad that we like put up all the like handles and stuff.
Yeah.
Just follow everybody that you see popping up.
For
Yeah,
on
exactly.
sure.
It's just been a crazy year of just playing with really cool people, and
No
You know.
kidding.
yeah, that's why we want to showcase.
We're
this,
reliving
of
this
course.
along with you.
Exactly.
The tour.
Oh yeah, so we were through Trevor.
You want to talk about your daddy?
Let's say since you're this
So my dad works for a brewing company or Anheuser-Busch, and he
just
brewing
company.
You know.
a little microbrew operation you might have heard of.
and he's pretty high up there, and he has a lot of connections, so he was able to get us, was it free?
Yeah.
Free
Yeah.
to be able to do the touring through Tim Barrel.
Free plus because they gave us those vouchers in the end.
Yeah, but of course I wasn't 21 at the time, so I
Wow.
wasn't able to really participate in it, but I still was able to go through it and everything, and it was so awesome, because my dad's been able to provide us a lot of stuff, just with beer stuff in general, which of
Dude,
course,
your dad single-handedly supplied all the beer for our tour.
yeah, as
Beer
being,
and
like,
beer
being a band,
accessories.
that's what we need, so.
That was chill.
That
Because
was
yeah,
us
so we were
taking
out
a tour.
because we were playing at Silver Moon.
Yep.
Half Silver Moon?
Silver Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no footage from there for some reason.
Just a still.
Oh, that's when I lost my voice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Between
Well, because
Peter
that
and
was
I.
you opening for us.
Yeah, Peter and I
That was
sang the
dope.
majority of the songs that night, which was different.
Yeah, so I taught them.
Oh yeah.
I taught them the vocal part like an hour before we went on.
We were hoping, like, yeah, maybe he'll get, just enough for the show, and we'll be all right. It's like, okay, but whatever. We had a good time. Stage, I don't know. I kind of dig that stage.
I do
Actually.
too.
I like corner
It's fun.
stages.
Yeah.
Love
The
real
lighting.
estate.
I think at that point we also really decided that we really like that lighting.
Yeah, so you can keep it because this is the same lighting. We see this on a lot of stages.
Yep.
We've kind of settled on that as an aesthetic for our Instagram videos. It's
But yeah, so then
good question.
yeah, no, it's nice. I always like hanging out in Bend. Good time. It's snowy. I don't have anything else to say about it. So